Okay, here we go. Full disclosure, I am working with a pretty bad shoulder injury right now. So, yeah, there's that. You have to be kidding me. I don't have the correct link to my party. I don't have it. Someone save me. I have the incorrect link. It's so long and bad, and I don't have the correct link. So I am going to wait for like Creative Juice or Shay or someone to get in here so I can put the correct link to my little Pampered Chef party. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. You know what? Hold on. I'm going to run upstairs and do it. You guys just enjoy my kitchen for a second. And I don't feel bad at all for doing this. Now you guys will understand why it's hard for me to work when there's guests here. Hey, guess what? I'm in my office. Just give me 1 second, kids. Of course, I mess everything up. And I go live. Why not? Why not? Got it. Got my link. There we go. Okay. I'm coming back down. Oh my goodness. Of course the internet's going 2 miles a second. Come on. I have fiber optic internet and it's just going at the speed of sound, clearly. What is the point of fiber internet? Here I come. Here comes my elderly butt. Sorry about that. It has been a very trying day. I have been in my kitchen since 5:30 a.m. non-stop, nowhere else. It is 4:35 p.m. So since 5:30 a.m. I have been in my kitchen. I would be lying if I told you I wasn't a little bit tired. Full disclosure. So, I made all butter crusts. My reason being is even though shortening makes pies very easy to roll out, it is very processed and disgusting and bad for you. So, I don't eat shortening. I don't care how good it is. It's why I avoid most bakeries and stuff. Happy Thanksgiving! Just so you guys know, we're almost at 25% off in my Pampered Chef store already. So with all our Black Friday deals, you guys shopping this party is going to kick it to 25% off on top of all the deals already going on in my store. My one regret is I do not have the kneader for my new Pampered Chef. It's like the Rolls Royce of mixers. Like, it's crazy. It's all digital. It's crazy. I swear, I'm like, Alexa, mix something for me. Like, what is this? What is this? So I chopped up 8 Granny Smith apples or 4 Granny Smith apples, 4 Honeycrisp apples. This is going to be for my caramel apple pie, but first, we're going to be making the derby pie. Now, a derby pie is pecan, bourbon, chocolate, little flour, and this is like a Kentucky thing. It is very decadent. There's other versions of making it with corn syrup, which I think is very bad for you, so I don't want to deal with it. Don't want to deal with it, so without further ado, I am going to have to get pie weights, that's for sure. But until then, I'm going to use a little parchment and some rice, and I'm going to par bake the crust. So I hate going to people's houses. I don't do holidays at anyone else's house anymore. I don't wait all year to have subpar food. I'm sorry, I'm a snob. I don't want your subpar food. I don't want your vegan stuffing. I don't want your like store-bought pie. I don't want that. That's not what I'm here for. I am here to eat some amazing food and not, poop I get at Costco. I'm sorry. I just don't want it. I don't want it. And every time I go to other people's houses, I'm so disappointed and depressed. There's one Thanksgiving I barely ate because I'm like, I'm not eating this. And everyone's like, oh, she's like a model, so like that's why she doesn't eat. I'm like, yeah, sure. That's the reason. Couldn't be that you have garbage. I'm like, you think whatever you want to do. Because like, I really don't care. I'm not eating that. So that's the kind of person I am. That's the kind of person I am. So butter crusts are harder to roll out. Full disclosure, I really love the pie roller, but because I really hurt my shoulder, I kind of need to use this guy. If I put both shoulders into it, it doesn't hurt as much as if I put even my good one. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it. For days, like I can hardly breathe or lift my arm. My husband will probably have to help me out of my clothes at the end of the night. Not in like the happy fun time you're thinking. But yeah, I'm going to par bake this pie, which most people make the mistake with their pumpkin pies and stuff. They don't do it. They don't halfway bake the crust so that it's this soggy garbage water. And they're like, oh, here's your garbage water pie. Happy Thanksgiving. You're like, oh yeah, it's so good. And then they let it sit out forever with the condensed milk, just bacterial filth and things growing on it. Now, my husband's okay with that, but I am a famous person for getting food poisoning on television. I don't mess around. I also was part of the E. coli outbreak of 2017, where I had a fun ambulance ride, the only ride I had at Disney World, to the hospital where I was patient zero in the E. coli outbreak from Yuma, Arizona, and everyone's romaine lettuce. It came out both ends uncontrollably, even in the stretcher. So when people are like, just eat it, I'm like, I'm sorry, nothing you make is worth me tossing the dice. Are you Gordon Ramsay? No? Then I'm not just eating that. And that's where I stand. Like, I just visited my in-laws. My sister-in-law straight up just left. I didn't go to Yuma. I ate something from there. My sister-in-law straight up just left her meat in the sink in a puddle of water that turned lukewarm all day. And I'm just sitting there like, oh my gosh. And she's like, I do this all the time. I'm like, I'm always the one that goes to the hospital. I'm always the one that goes to the hospital. I'm like, it's always me. It's always me that's always dying. Everybody else is fine. And it's like, that's fine. That's cool. You guys live your life that way. I don't. Anyway, without further ado, I made this salted caramel earlier. This is for my salted caramel apple pie. As you all know, you just get pure cane sugar and you melt it over the stove. Put a little heavy whipping cream in there and a little salt. And then you don't have overly processed garbage from the store when you're like, oh, I'm like super lazy. I don't want to make my own. I want to buy it from the store so I can get cancer and die. By all means, guys, help yourselves. Ever read the backs of the bottles and what they say is in there? One read and you'll be like, I don't want to eat this. Okay, so here's my shoddy attempt at fluting my pie crust. I'm making my husband's pie in my Pampered Chef bakeware because I love him and I wanted to use my new pie plate for his pie. Plus, I will have a piece of his pie. So I don't have pie weight. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put some rice and some parchment paper. Of course, every friend I have who didn't respond to anything I said all day will choose this time, right now, to text me, maybe call me, you know, tell me some stories. That's usually how it works. Without fail, if I go live, I had been trying to get a hold of an old friend. I haven't talked to her. It feels like over a year. And she calls me during my last Pampered Chef stream. And I'm like, oh, are you serious? Are you really for real? So I got my oven at 375. I should probably set it to convection. So 3, okay, start, and 375. Ooh. Ooh, guys, that shoulder ain't doing good. I love the bakeware too. Okay, so a little parchment paper over my butter crust. Again, butter crust is way harder to roll out, but you know what? It bakes up just fine. It bakes up just fine, so who cares how hard it is to roll out? That's how I feel about that. Earlier today, I made a recipe from the New York Times. It's their pumpkin bundt cake, but I totally execute their recipe. Their recipe for me is, what would you call it? A baseline of what I think I'm gonna do. It has cardamom in it, pepper, olive oil, but instead of using all the other spices they recommended, I just put cinnamon plus in it. Because this is my new thing. This is going to be all up in my pie, too. No ginger, no cinnamon, no nutmeg, no clove. It's just straight up going to be the cinnamon plus. It's going to be great. But I do want to show you guys this cake, which tastes better as it sits here. Oh, let's see if I can pick it up. So it'll sit. The cardamom, I can smell it. This bundt cake from my Pampered Chef bundt pan from 15 years ago. So we'll let it permeate. I almost filled it with cream cheese in the middle, but then I thought better of it. So I kind of destroyed the New York Times recipe for that. And then I kind of do this mix-up of a maple cinnamon cream cheese frosting with candied pecans and toasted papitas that are also candied on the top of it. And it's right? So this is our first year without guests. I did not change anything about the menu. I'm not making less, none of it. We are going for a 3-day extravaganza where for dinner every single day, we're just going to eat this. All right, so I filled this with rice. I really need pie weights. Lisa, thank you for the 310 stars. What happened to my shoulder? Well, I injured it probably working out. My guess is it's a torn rotator cuff, which never gets better. So it'll feel like it's better. And then I'll go about living my life with joy and gladness. And then I'll sleep on it wrong. And then it's this again, where it's hard to breathe and all this other stuff. So then it goes away. And then one day it won't go away no more. I almost made a cherry pie. I almost did it. But I was caramel apple. And then this pumpkin bundt cake with like sour cream in it. Like, it's so moist and good, and so much cinnamon plus from Pampered Chef in it. Torn rotator. Yeah, it's not good. I'm not going to physical therapy. I'm not doing anything. You paying for it? No? Then that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to grin and bear it. Just, you know, bite your inner cheek. Get through it. What does my shirt say? Road, tripping, camping, bonfires. It's pretty much how life is. Okay, so let's do this. So 375, crunched it up. I put that in. Let's bake it for 15 to 16 minutes. Full of rice. 15 to 16 minutes. And there we go. So I shall put that at 15 minutes. Boom. There we go. I'm putting my caramel there. Now I'm going to make the filling for the derby pie. Right? Gotta make the filling. If I don't make the filling, I ain't gonna have a derby pie. So let's see. I need a cream, butter, and sugar. There it is. So this Rolls Royce I have, this Pampered Chef mixer, guys, it's nuts. I'll turn the camera towards it in a second. It's crazy. So half a cup of room temperature butter, 1 cup of sugar. My heart wants to put coconut sugar in there, but it will change the flavor of the pie. And then my Louisville-born husband, oh boy, reaching up is so fun when you're a broken woman. Oh yeah, that felt great. That felt great. So I think our discount right now for this party, the link is pinned, is 22%. It can get up to 25%, which will apply to all your Black Friday deals in my store. So, yeah. I'm glad I'm interrupting your marathon. I'm like far cooler than anything that you're watching. So, there's always that. I don't know if you knew. So, this is my 3/4 cup. Where's my 1 cup? Where'd you go, 1 cup? There's my big knife. There she goes. There's my 1 cup. There we go. Then after the stream, I'm going to make overnight rolls. And I was thinking about making it on the stream, but guys, as I said, it's 4:50. I've been in this kitchen since 5:30 a.m. And I can only wash my mouth for so long when I am this tired. So I'm going to tap out at a certain point. Where is my thing? I have the little thing that comes with the measuring cups to level it off. And of course, because it's pre-Thanksgiving madness in here, I have no idea where it went. Now, there it is. Comes with your measuring cups to like level it off. 250 stars, Rebecca. Thank you. We are making an 18.5-pound turkey, but I have an 8-pound double turkey breast in the fridge for the turkey soup afterwards, just in case if we eat too much turkey leftovers for 2 days. All right, let's level this off. I've got a cream, the butter, and the sugar. I did it. I did it. You pulled your back. I told my husband, I'm like, you have to put the turkey in for me. You have to do it. I'm going to die. Oh my gosh, people, stop. I don't want any messenger stuff anymore. Here. For 2 hours, I want no notifications. Like, get out of my life. All day, not a single notification on my phone. It is like clockwork. The second I'm like, I'm going to live stream, everyone and their mother's like, hey, you try and make a living? Over there? What are you doing? You try and make a living? No, can't do that. You gotta answer us. We ignored you all day. You might have texted us at 7 a.m. and we made sure to ignore you until the exact moment when you're trying to sell some Pampered Chef. And that is when we're going to bother you. And then not only bother you, but after making you wait 12 hours, well, we need your response immediately because we're entitled. Are you listening? I hope you are. I hope you're listening. Yet all day, I do love you, but all day, you can wait. You can wait. Okay, so we are going to cream the butter and sugar. Then I'm going to add 2 eggs, farm fresh, of course. Wouldn't have it any other way. So this one and this one. There we go. Gotta turn my phone so you can see my Bentley of mixers. Wait until you see this thing. Is like, this is way, first off, I'm not classy enough to sell Pampered Chef, yet here we are. Kim Morgan Spock, 1,000 stars. Mr. Cates, thank you. Spock and Cates, thanks for the stars, guys. If I miss any stars, I'm going to go back over them. You guys are crazy. The top of the fridge, well, I have a kitchen the size of a thimble. Have you noticed? That's it. This is my kitchen. You just looked at it. That's my storage. I don't have a pantry, and I live not in rural Montana. Rural means you can see a neighbor's house, a farm. I live remote. I live so far away that even the people that live out here go, whoa, you live all the way up there? I'm like, yes. Yes. So get all your Christmas presents for all your loved ones. It's going to be awesome. Oh, let me flip my little switch. Hello? Hello? What am I doing wrong? I just had this bad boy on. I'm not crazy. Well, I mean, you guys still love me, right? What the heck did I do? What am I doing? Did I blow a fuse? Uh-oh. Did I blow a fuse in my house? We had to have the electricians come out here. But this looks like, it's the wrong plug. She used to be a model, but you all knew it. Yes, you thought I was intelligent. She used to be a model. She doesn't know what she's plugging in. She's super stupid. It doesn't work. I blew a switch. Something is really wrong. It's actually just my brain. It's true. That is what just happened. You're welcome. You're welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. When you plug it in, it works. It's that easy, guys. Buy some Pampered Chef. All you need to do is plug it into the wall. So easy that even a former model can eventually figure it out in 10 minutes. Get it as a gift for your friends. It'd be great. Okay, what did I miss here? Dora, thank you for the 250 stars. I really, really appreciate it. And Kat, thank you for the 310 stars. I really, really, really appreciate that. You guys are great. Okay, yeah, so I just taught you guys how to plug it in. I mean, I was plugging in my coffee grinder, and I was like, and I have blown switches here, but usually it's when all the Christmas lights are on, or fuses, rather. Okay, so this is custom, knead, beat, and I don't have my kneader. I need to get the little attachment. Beat, mix, cream. So for 2 minutes and 50 seconds, look, it's already pre-programmed, and then you just press a button. And now you all know how stupid I am. So you know how hard it is for me to figure things out. But this does it for you. You don't have to worry about embarrassing yourself in front of your guests. Because this thing's already pre-programmed. Kind of the mixer's Pampered Chef. Okay, what is this? 310 stars, and you wrote me a book, and I'm going to read it. Mara Wilkerson. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. Hope you and Matt have a great day. Full of yummy food. Yes. I can't wait for you to eat too, girl. And thank you. We're going to the moon. I mean, this is awesome. It's like a Rolls Royce. Look at the buttons. I feel like Smart Beavis and Smart Butthead on the new Beavis and Butthead in their spaceship. Mr. Anderson's like trying to fix the probe machine, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it's Pampered Chef. So I got 5 more minutes in there. I'm making the Derby pie right now, in this moment. That's what's happening. Okay. Okay. 1 minute. I mean, look at it go. You know, I probably should have put this bad boy on. But there's always time to fix your mistakes. There she blows. Just in case. That will save your arm and wrist, right? I mean, look at it. This thing gets crazy. It even shows you what attachment to use if you're someone like me and you can't tell your butt from your face. It's like, hey, former model, are you making, I don't know, some sort of frosting? Please don't use that. Use this. And it shows you. Ooh. Look at that. Where's my other little mixer? I've got to chop up some nuts, y'all. I put it down here. I mean, do I ever know where anything is anymore? Okay, that's really cool. And I mean, it's super creamed. That's a Pampered Chef Rolls Royce pre-programmed everything that you could possibly need and or want mixer. And it's wild and it's crazy. And it just did everything for me. Is it up here? Yay! I found it. Because I need to chop up my nuts. Right? Isn't that kind of fun? Yeah, the mixer's great. I not only have the mixer, I have the air fryer and the multi-cooker too. Let me tell you something about that pressure cooker, multi-cooker. Best chicken breasts of our lives. My husband's like, this is better than the crock pot. I'm like, I know. And that's why I sell Pampered Chef, because it knows when it's ready and it stops. It's all pre-programmed. You could do custom stuff, but you could whip, cream, mix, beat, or knead. And if you need to knead it for a little longer, you could actually change the time, and then it stops on its own. It's a spaceship. It truly is. It's a spaceship. Okay. So we creamed, and we have to add eggs, but I have to beat them first. So I shall crack the farm fresh room temperature eggs. I just missed some stars. Let's see. Well, you guys are awesome. Sandy Eakins, thank you. Does that fridge get air? No. I don't know. You know, I don't ask these questions. That's my husband's job. Straight up. I'm sorry. I'm into traditional roles here, right? I spent the majority of the beginning of my life pretending that I was like the dude. And then I was always unhappy in my relationships. Gee, wonder why. Allison, thank you for the 250 stars. Why would I be so upset? Acting like I do it all the time. My little Pampered Chef whisk. Look how cute my little bowls are, right? Uh-huh. Okay. So I'm going to beat this little egg. Put it in, and then flour, salt, and Kentucky bourbon. So I'll go get that salt. Might as well go get that salt. Wait, is Matt going to make a cameo? He is never coming on my stream. So if you guys are ever waiting for my husband to be on my stream, he doesn't even go on his own streams. Think about that. He doesn't go on his own streams. This is kind of cool. It's got this little lever. I'm a natural born lever puller. It's got the little scraper on this bad boy, which I think is pretty cool. I mean, this thing's pretty rad. Okay. Here we go. Little egg. Ha. We hear you. We hear you. And I gotta bring out that pie crust. Bring it out. I guess I could put it right here. And you guys could see what I'm doing. Sorry it's so dark, but I live pretty much in Alaska in the lower 48, so there's that. I am farther up north than even some Canadians, especially you Canadians right above Detroit. There we go. Now, let's get this rice and this parchment paper. I use rice as weights. Hello. Oh my gosh, you work in a grocery store? Poor baby. You poor baby. Okay, I'm going to toast this with some forks. I think I'm going to put it in for how long? 7 or 8 more minutes. Okay. Okay. So, prick the bottom with a fork. Beep, beep, beep. Oh my gosh, this butter crust. It's so hard to bake things the day before and have to smell them. Like that cake, I can't frost it till tomorrow because, like I said, germs and bacteria will come and eat my face. All right, so 7 more minutes. It smells so good. It's all butter crust. All butter crust. My little Pampered Chef pan. All right, and there we go. 7. All right, and I already got the flour. Okay. So now I need a half a cup of flour. Half a cup. That's a full cup. 3/4 cup. I have like there it is. There it is. Yes. Thank you. I really love this leveler that comes with our mixing cups. I'm actually going to shop this party too. And I want to get a couple of more. I want to get the silicone dividers for my brand new cookware. Guys, I got the stainless steel no stick pans. They're amazing, but I need the little protector things so I can store them properly. And I need a couple more silicone, spatulas and whatnot. Pumpkin cake with, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's the good. Okay, so flour and then salt. So half a cup of flour. Now there's versions where you can make this with corn syrup, but as I said, I'm really not a fan of the chemicals and, you know, corn syrup anything. So there we go. All leveled. Now, you could use vanilla, but I'm going to use bourbon because, well, 1 pinch of salt. Define a pinch. Like, what does that even mean? Well, I'm doing a big pinch because salt pops the flavors. Grandma's Blue Ribbon, Mormon's apple pie, whatever that is. Yeah, it's all for us. Dude, we've been dieting, right? I told him today, I'm like, let's get together if you know what I mean. And I'm like wearing this cute shirt and it's like tight because I ain't wearing this tomorrow. You think I'm going to be like, oh, hey, tight shirt, flat stomach. Probably going to gain like 14 pounds in 2 days. It's all going to be worth it. So I need 1 cup of chopped pecans, which I'm going to do in our little manual chopper. It's so good. Where are my pecans? Right over here. I got pecan halves, and I just chop them up in here. And it makes me so happy. I love this little thing. I love it. It's kind of amazing. My husband digs it too, because, well, he's pretty much against, you know, technology kind of thing. It's just a manual chopper from Pampered Chef. And I like it when you don't want to bring out the big food processor, you know? It's been a lifesaver for stuff like nuts. Alright, and bourbon. So we got the flour. Is it 2 tablespoons of bourbon? Let me see. I think it is 2 tablespoons of bourbon. Now, I used to get really good bourbon. And my husband's like, babe, there's just no point in doing that. It's like, just get the real cheap bourbon and we'll do this. So we don't drink. Full disclosure. We don't drink. But my husband certainly likes his derby pies, so we like to eat our calories. Plus, we're just like old now. You know what I mean? Like, I think as you get older, you just, I don't know, you just don't care. So I wanted to do something a little different. I wanted to use the Guittard Super Cookie chips. They're bigger chips instead of little chips in this. So we'll see how that works. I'll just put it on mix. Let's do mix for... Oh my gosh, the fact that you can like timer this stuff. So 45 seconds, just gonna mix this butter and flour. That's so cool. I can just watch that forever. That's really cool. Happy Thanksgiving, guys! I love Pampered Chef too. That's why I started selling it. I was like, you know what? I'm game. I'm game. So 1 cup of chopped pecans and 1 cup of chocolate chips. And I'd say we're just about there. Maybe 2 more of these. There we go. I mean, this thing's so cool. I really enjoy it. I enjoy just doing it with my hand. I enjoy it being, like, smaller. God, this really is like a Rolls Royce. You know what? I feel like it's like the Jetsons. I never, ever in a million years would ever think I'd want something that fancy. No family. This is the first year in, like, 5 years. We're not having anyone here. And, guys, straight up, I'm really grateful because it's Black Friday time and I sell things for a living. So it will be really nice to just eat and work and not so. When you guys have house guests, you guys have conveniences, restaurants, places they can go visit. We don't. So one year during Black Friday, I had 3 guests. So I have to wash dishes, do laundry, make beds, make breakfast, lunch, and dinner from scratch, and work. It's rough. I won't lie. It's rough. And I work from home, so it's all open concept. So if everyone's down here having the time of their life, this will save my shoulder. And they're talking and talking. I'm like, at my desk, like, it's rough. Everyone's like, why aren't you here? Come down. You work too much. I'm like, get away. Because straight up, when you're in sales, Black Friday and Christmas, there she is. Ooh, look at that partially baked crust. That's how your pies don't get mushy. You have to bake it first. Anyway, you don't work, essentially, for like December and January, and sometimes not even February does anyone want to go shopping, right? They all shop now. This is when people shop, not then. So, if you don't hustle, if you don't make that money through Christmas, guys, shop my link. It's pinned below. You'll probably get 25% off on top of all our deals because I'm doing shared rewards. The more people shop, the more we get a percentage. And 25% is a big percent, especially on deals that are already going. But that's why you got to hustle during this time. However, my mother-in-law is coming out for Christmas. Oh my gosh. It's just perfect. I love this little thing. She's coming out for Christmas. And I don't work at all. There's nothing for me to do for Christmas. And it's very quiet. And yeah, you work retail, you get it. And all is silent and bright. And it's just the perfect time, you know? The absolute perfect time. Okay. Okay, chocolate chip. You know what? I'm going to try the super cookie chips. I'll show you. I'll show you the difference. So 1 cup chocolate chips. Is this on $3.50? There we go. I'll show you the difference. You know what? Maybe I'll do both. So, this is your old-fashioned Nestle Toll House cookie, right? Your little chips. That's fun. But this is your Guittard milk chocolate, huge, chunky. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go. And now we have a huge whopping cupful. This is a decadent pie. Decadent. I want you guys to know that. It is very decadent. Okay. Rolls Royce. Let's get this down here. We'll do mix. Not custom. Boo! Cancel. There we go. Mix. For a minute and 30 seconds. And go. It's so cool. Just makes me so happy. I first saw it and like I'm not into technology. I think the government's spying. It's trying to like steal all my secrets and I have a lot of secrets. Actually, it's just trying to manipulate algorithms and spying on me on how to learn to brainwash me better. So I don't like that very much. So when I got this, I'm like, what is this thing going to do to me? But then I started using it. Ooh, I'm very excited to use this. This is the bowl scraper from Pampered Chef to scrape it all out. Yeah. Excited. Okay. That thing is just so cool. I just cannot with how cool that is. Like, get out of here with that. I don't have a microwave. I don't like the thought of things melting my brain. I just canceled it because I wanted to. I'm one of those people. Yeah, I don't have a microwave. It just doesn't seem healthy. So, I mean, how cool is this? I'm going to leave all that there so I can lick it. Full disclosure. I'm probably going to lick that. Just going to scrape all that off. We'll put this right side up. There we go. Pick this off. Where's my little scraper? There she is. My little Pampered Chef scraper. Happy Thanksgiving. I don't have a microwave. People look at me like I'm nuts. I'm like, dude, I don't want that in my house. Like, read about what it does. And then after all this fun stuff of like, oops, baby powder was giving women uterine cancer and just crazy stuff, and they knew it and didn't take it off the shelves for a while, but keep trusting them. I'm sorry. They're like, the microwave's fine. I'm like, I don't think so. So I'll just go with no, and I'll do everything the old-fashioned way, and it's fine. Ooh, I smell that bourbon. There we go. Oop, one more of this, and then the bowl scraper. Oh, I mean, do I even use that in the pie, or do I just eat it? Is that what this is for, Pampered Chef? I think it is. They're like, we designed this amazing thing, not for you to get all the ingredients out for what you're baking, but rather for you and your children to just lick. That's what it's for. Oh, I'm so glad I'm not the only weirdo here that doesn't want a microwave. All right, here we go. Spreading the derby pie. There we go. I mean, I can't wait to lick this. That's all I'm thinking about. Like, my friends are watching me. I just want to lick the spatula like an animal. All right, how long? We're going to put it in for 30 minutes. Okay, great. And during that time, I'm going to roll out my apple pie. Thanks, Pampered Chef Mixer. All right, let me get my little gloves on. I'll show you guys what's in there. Got the big chunky Gizzard chips in there, and the little Toll House too, right? It's gonna be great. So that goes in 30 minutes. And I'm using convection because that just makes everything better. And then straight up, I'm tired of talking to you guys because it's like, straight up, the booze is not cooked off right now. So, oh yeah. You guys need to get this scraper just for your kids. Make it a stocking stuffer. They'll be like, Mommy, what is that? Why do I even want that? I'll be like, kid, you don't even know. Mom's hooking you up That's what it is. And you don't even know. All right. Wash my hands. Next up, caramel apple pie, kids. Caramel apple pie. I'm telling you, these pie crusts don't look that beautiful, but the taste of an all butter crust, so good. All right, let's see here. Take that here. Some caramel pie. Get rid of all these chips. And pecans. The scrapers. I know, I got everything out of the bowl and then I ate it. Look at my little Pampered Chef carrier for my mixer. Like I'm going to go to anyone's house out here. We have an Amish settlement deep in the Canadian Rockies. I'm like, hey guys, I heard you hate government as much as me. Would you like the Rolls Royce of mixers? And they'll be like, we don't even have power. Come on, let me host a party. It's going to be great, you guys. We could trade. Like, I'm sure they could actually use some of these tools. All right, straight up. This is the one I've been waiting for. Welcome. You guys should shop with me and watch me eat. That's what everyone loves, right? It has a travel bag. Where's the kitties? Sleeping. Living their best lives. Probably looking at their dad, which is their favorite pastime. Like this, with the crazy eyes. That's what my cats do. They're obsessed with him. So the dog is obsessed with my husband. And I think they look at the dog and they're like, oh, Kentucky Derby pie. This is the filling. Uncooked. Raw eggs, all of it, baby. Butter. Going in my mouth. Anyway. They look at the dog and I think they're like, hey, that dog likes dad. We should stare at dad. So then it's like the dog and both cats are just like this. Wherever he is. This is neither a Fitbit or an Apple Watch. I'm not buying those. Those are so expensive. Plus, you know, what I call this, you can ask my husband. If we're about to go to bed and I look down and this watch is still on me, I'm like, Bill Gates isn't coming to bed with me. And I come out here and I take it off and I put it in a Faraday bag. No, Bill Gates, you are not welcome to watch me sleep. I just want to monitor you. I want to save you. I love people. Sure you do. No, you don't get to monitor me in my sleep. And then people say I'm crazy. Look at that guy. Do you trust him? I just want to look at your hardware and your software. No, I don't trust you. Straight up. Okay. Apple slices, sugar, lemon juice, flour. I'm going to use just our Cinnamon Plus in this pie. It calls for 2.5 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of allspice or ground cloves, and 1/4 ground nutmeg. What's the point? I'm just going to use this. Where's the shiny knife? I used it earlier. It's clean. It's drying right over there. So yeah, I'm going to have to get my other bottle. I have used this entire bottle of Cinnamon Plus, which I did in that cake as well. Because I was like, there's no point in me using all of this. Like, this is just the most perfect blend of cinnamon and spices, essentially pumpkin pie spice on crack, I like to say. My pumpkin pie spice on crack. I know I have some lemon juice in here. Where it's like buried. I have so much sage sage, and I got these truffles that I really want to eat. They're going to be bad tomorrow, so I should not eat those. The second I'm done with you guys, oh hey, a whole head of celery just flew out of my fridge. I am going to brine my turkey because it's 5:30. I'm going to be in here all night, baby. All night. I'm glad you guys are entertained. I thought by now you guys would be completely bored. All right, 1/2 cup of sugar and this huge thing of apples. I felt that 8 apples was too much. It called for 8. I did 4 Granny Smith and 4 Honeycrisp. Called for 8. This is from Sally's Baking Addiction. But it just felt like it was too much for the pie pan. So I was like, you know what? I know what you're saying. But, all right. Let's get 1/2 cup of sugar. Gosh, this leveler, this life-changing for me. I love it. I love it. So that. We need a 1/4 cup all-purpose flour in there. Boom. That's what I did, and I smushed to get them all in the pie. I actually got rid of this. I'm a whole vibe. I'm so glad you guys are vibing. I just felt it's too much. Look at how much. This is a huge mixing bowl, almost piled to the top. These weren't going to fit in there. These are fallen soldiers. I'm fine with it. The leveler. I love apples. Define shrink down a lot. The leveler comes with the plastic tops. Amazing. Define it. Are you saying I should pile apples up to here? No, I get that they shrink down. But if I put them all in there, we're talking about a pile up to here. Okay. I'm going to trust you guys. Because it was already overflowing. Still going to eat a couple more of these. I'm putting my faith in you. Which means you might screw me. I'm going for it. You know why? I already have a derby pie and a delicious pumpkin cake made with a ton of olive oil and sour cream. It's going to be so moist. It's going to make me want to claw my eyes out. So, if this goes wrong, then I have another pie crust in the freezer that I bring out overnight. I have frozen huckleberries from huckleberry season. And I'll just make a streusel top. A little crumble. Hi, Christy. Happy Thanksgiving. Okay. So, sugar. How much lemon juice? A tablespoon. Let's do it, baby. Tablespoon of the lemon juice. There she blows. I love pie. I love pie. I just do. Okay. So now we're going for the cinnamon, allspice, cloves, and nutmeg, but I don't need to do all that. Why? I've got my cinnamon plus. So I'm just going to load my pie with this. This is the best spice I've ever had in my life. I'm ordering more. And I mean it, everything about this. I put on everything. I'll roast butternut squash to be healthy. And I'll like throw it in my air fryer. Spray it down with some avocado oil. Sprinkle it with cinnamon plus. And at the end, just a little stevia on top of it. And I'm like, And my husband's like, you're gross. And I'm like, well, I'm trying to not be fat. I'm trying to not be fat. Okay. So, 1.5 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. So we'll do 2 heaping teaspoons. Right? Oh, I'll just start with 1 teaspoon. There she goes. I mean, heaping. Heaping. Maybe a little bit more. I don't care. I don't care. I want this very fall-like. This is from Pampered Chef. Cinnamon Plus, baby. It's the best. Now I'm going to consolidate my bottles since that one's almost gone. Stuff is like crack cocaine to me. Someone was like, can I share that? Seriously. It'd be like a cokehead. I'd be like, no. Have you considered buying your own? Oh my gosh. Okay. 2 hours saved. I mean, I don't know why all these notifications are coming through on my phone. I don't understand. They're usually all off. Okay. So. Okay, so now I gotta mix this. It says stir them. I'm like, stir them? Shouldn't I just do this with my hands? What do you guys think? Stir. Guess I'll use my new Pampered Chef spoon. Can't stay and watch. Just wanted to send happy Thanksgiving to all. Well, thank you for the 400 stars. Hey, Shay. Thanks for stopping by and giving me your money. Happy Thanksgiving. Goodbye. I'll take your money. Goodbye. Thanks for the money. Happy holidays. Bye, girl. See ya. Feel free to stop by and give me your money anytime. Anytime your pocket's just itching and you're like, man, I need to spend my money on something really stupid. I am right here. You can't, I mean, when you gather around the holiday table with your friends and family and you're like, you know what I spent my money on, and you tell them it's me, think of how much you will be judged by them. They'll be like, on her? Yeah. Gather around the Thanksgiving table and just be like, you know, I just randomly gave that chick from that show in 2003, that first season, I gave her money. People are like, are you mental? Well, yes. Though everyone considers themselves mental nowadays. Remember when mental help and mental health was just for people who truly needed it? Now everyone is having a meltdown, like basic human emotions that are normal for us all to feel, and we should feel these things. Everyone's acting like we shouldn't feel anxiety. Are you kidding me? That's where stoicism came from, being a stoic, like learning how to deal with human emotion. Is it Marcus Aurelius? The Roman emperor was really into that philosophy. And the reason being is because, you know, basic human nature is you worry. Like, even the Bible's like, hey, stop fearing and worrying all the time. Everyone's like, this is new. No one's ever stressed out like me. I need hard drugs from pharma. Like, guys, have you guys just considered going for a walk out in the woods and putting your phone down? That might help. Just a suggestion. I think I did it. I think we have properly mixed up sweetened apples. Oh, that cinnamon spice just smells so good. It makes me so happy to sniff it. I know that sounds weird, but someone had to say it. Okay. The crust. Let us bring out the crust. Unplug my little stand mixer. So this is the fun part. Put a little all-purpose flour down. How did I slice my apples like that? Oh, gee, I don't know. It might have been the Pampered Chef apple slicer. Where is it? There it is. Boop. And then when they came out sliced, I sliced them one more time for good measure. And it has a little cover on it. Dude, I'm telling you, my whole kitchen's Pampered Chef. I sliced my pies, because I had to make 4 pie crusts, with this bad boy from Pampered Chef. I am so happy with all my stuff. I mean, seriously. Okay. Let's do this. And here we go. Time to roll out a pie shell. Woo! And this is an all butter crust, so this is not as easy. This is an all butter pie crust. All butter. Ladies and gentlemen, very simple. Lots of ice water. You know how it goes. Smells divine, hard to roll out. Straight up. I won't lie to you. It's hard to roll out. It's not fun. You met your first Pampered Chef 20 years ago? I'm pretty sure my bundt pan is like 15, 16 years old. All right. Okay. Let me get rid of the Kentucky bourbon. No reason. No reason for this. Do you guys remember that one time I didn't know how to plug in an appliance? And that you guys were all watching me? And I had the highest numbers of people watching me? This is a Pampered Chef rolling pin, by the way. It's awesome. I really dig it. I like it how it's tapered. I gotta be real careful with my shoulder. As I said, I have the pie roller, which is amazing, and the crimper, but for some reason, when I push, it hurts my shoulder on the other side. I was like, what? So this is actually easier for me. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just do this. Do you want to chat? Michael Brenkus doesn't want to talk to you, bot. Look at this bot. Hey, Michael Brenkus, are you lonely? Would you like to talk to a random weird bot in my chat? About your car's extended warranty? I mean, dude, like, we all know your name's Javier. You, like, live overseas. You, like, can't wait to, like, make Michael fall in love with you, and then you're going to be like, I need just $800 to fly to the United States after, like, 2 months of courtship. So then people get loss aversion because they don't want to believe, you know? Girl, I just found out I ripped part of my tendon in my shoulder. Oh, dude, aging, I'm telling you. If you guys knew, I'm 3 ibuprofen in. 3. I'm telling you. 3 of them. And I can't roll out my pie crust with my cool little pie thing because I can't use one shoulder even if it's not the bad one. I'm like, dude, getting old is stupid. I can't do burpees anymore. That was the hardest. And you know what else is getting hard? Realizing that I think my time running, and I love to run, guys. You guys have a great Thanksgiving. My husband is never coming on stream with you people. Ever. It doesn't matter how much you bring him up or what way you think you can suggest to get him down here. It's never happening. It's a hard no. I'm guessing I hurt my shoulder through many, many years of working out. That is my guess. Age, repetitive use, burpee after burpee after burpee after burpee after burpee after burpee. Because I did a lot of that. So just so you know, butter crust is so hard to roll out, but it bakes like a dream. So it looks messy. It's not as pliable as something with shortening in it, but the taste, like, it doesn't even matter. Plus, I like not having shortening in it. I don't like the ingredients of that. I don't like over-processed stuff. It's just not for me. Yeah, Matt is so done with being on camera. He's done. So, what weird thing is on your guys' menu that you're going to be eating? Because that's what I'm curious about. We're having sweet Italian sausage stuffing with crispy sage. I know a lot of people usually have like raisins and nuts. I'm taking this off. Oh my God, my back. I'm going to die of age right now as you're watching. It's happening. Oh my gosh. And I just dropped all of my instructions for my honey rolls all over the floor. Great place for them. Great place. But that's what I want to know. What are you guys making that's oyster stuffing? Oh God, my mom would make oyster soup. She loves it. It would make me sick just smelling it. Oh, good for you, dude. I remember when my husband and I first started dating, for his birthday, we ordered oysters. And I don't like them. But I liked him. He's like, they're an aphrodisiac and all this stuff. And I ate it. And I remember thinking to myself, I don't care if this guy looks like Thor himself. I just don't care if he sounds like God with his voice. I am never eating this again. Calico beans. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that. I'm glad you guys think I'm funny. You know? I laugh more at my husband than he laughs at me. Sometimes I wonder if he thinks I'm funny. But he's very stoic. Like, I admire his poker face. He's pretty good at it. But usually he's laughing at something stupid I've done. Like, I don't know, not plug in a stand mixer in front of all my friends online. You know? I like Miss Clappy Hands too. Yeah, sorry for the process on this here butter crust, but I gotta get that pastry mat from my store. Because I looked at that, I was like, dude, you don't even have to eyeball it or nothing. You just know. You just have this mat and you just know. I like that. Okay. That's the worst. Is the cracks in the butter crust. It's always so cracky. Right at the edges. So, yeah, I'd say we're about there. Miss Clappy Hands too. How long do we have to order? I'm keeping the party open till Cyber Monday. So you guys can relax, maybe stumble on this, I don't know, on Sunday night. Because I get a lot of people that do that. And I will keep so if you're putting in an order, it won't process until Monday. So no worries. So you'll get that nice discount. Are we at 25% discount now? Somebody let me know. Because I don't know. I just don't know. Okay. Oh, baby. There she blows. Oh, yeah. 25%? Yeah, so 25% off and Black Friday deals. Oh, my God. Somebody help my back. Jesus. Oh. Like the pinched nerve I'm feeling in there. All I did was sleep, guys. That's when you know you're getting old. You know you're getting old when you're like, I hurt myself. Really? What'd you do? I woke up. Man, that feels good. That corner deep in my back. Oh, yes. Can we just, let's continue the stream from here. I'll be like, hey guys, this is a great wall. It really did feel so good. But yeah, that's how you know you're getting old. All right. There we go. Okay. Now I gotta get all this filling into the crust. You guys told me you said to use this many apples. So we're about to see. Now I'm a novice when it comes to lattice, but that's what I want to do. Numb arms. It's like this knife from Pampered Chef right here. It's a great knife. But it's like it's going right in my back, right there. And it's shooting down my spine. And then on top of that, my shoulder. I'm like, help. Help. I'm dying over here. Somebody help me. Pile on the apples. Okay. I got you. Chef Andrea. Oh, Andrea. So she knows her shit. She's probably in here fucking judging me not plugging in this stand too. You know what? I had some choice words. Premenopausal doesn't help. Isn't that called perimenopausal? Okay. All right. How do I... There. Okay. I'm really just trying to get it all in there. Oh, well, thanks. Thanks. Yeah, I felt something fall off the wall, but it felt so amazing. Oh, it's a little bad clip, but I just didn't care. You know what I mean? It's kind of like when you really have to pee, you rush into the bathroom and like you knock all this stuff over and you're like, I don't care. Whatever. I'm just gonna get in here and, oh gosh, this cinnamon plus smells so good in this, guys. It just smells so good. Fall back, open your shoulder blades. That sounds great, Jerry. Like, that actually sounds awesome. Jerry's got back problems, too. Like, just thinking about that makes me happy. I mean, these apples are piled. I don't know how much more I can get in there. But I'm committed. I'm pretty committed to trying to get all of this in here. I stand by my original thought of this is too many apples. Please tell me, like, you don't even, that's like a foot over the pie crust. Like, you guys realize that, right? I mean, squishy, squishy. Squishy, squishy. That's perfect. Okay. Hey, I'm trusting you. Plus, I put it on a baking sheet, too, so there's that. There's that. Now we got one last pie crust to roll out. Oh, another great thing about the stainless steel non-stick bakeware, dishwasher safe. I put it on the top rack. I put it on the top rack. It's kind of great. I love how like my pie's ready. I'm like, maybe I should just empty my dishwasher on stream. So my husband can't stand it without me. He's like, can you ever sit down? Can you ever just not do that? Can't you just sit down? I'm like, no. No, actually I can't. Like, the ants, you see? The ants start in my pants. And they start to squiggle. And then I get squiggly. And then I gotta move. And then I gotta do things. And then I just squiggle real hard. Tom. Alt World, Howard Stern, Juliet Pie isn't even this good. The fact that you remember my old dream better than me. I gotta bring this pie out. And I think I have to raise the temperature on this. Alright, we ready? Oh. Let's do 3 more minutes on that. 3 more minutes on that. Okay. Okay. So we did this, we piled it high. Now I have to drizzle a half cup of the caramel sauce. And then I have to put the pie on it. So a half cup of caramel sauce first. Salted caramel sauce. I'm so happy about my life. You guys, like when I see things like this. This little thing I'm doing called eating all day tomorrow. Oh boy. Okay. I guess I keep it like that, and then when I put my strips on, I roll it all in. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. So let's half cup it. And then I'll keep the rest to drizzle on pieces. Which also sounds just divine. Oh my god, you guys. Salted caramel. It smells so good. I kind of want to die. Oh. 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 Oh, I love you, Jesus. Jesus died for me so that one day I could be born and I could eat this. It's actually true because he knows everything anyway, right? So he was like, you know, there's this chick and I hear she digs pies. And she knows not what she does. She doesn't get it. She doesn't get why she's so bad, but she wants to be better. And I'm going to die for her so that one day on a live stream in front of all these people, she's going to put salted caramel and then, wow. There's difficulties in life, man. Someone I know and love just lost a lifelong friend. And not only a lifelong friend, but her best friend's husband just died right before I did this stream. And you know what's crazy? Is this woman's been married to him for 50 years, man. Think about that. 50 years. And you lose your old man the day before Thanksgiving. Broke my heart. Broke my heart. Okay, let's see. So $3.75. Oh wait. Large baking sheet. Okay, so we start this pie off real hot. 400 degrees, okay. Let's take this pie out. Ooh. And there's your Kentucky Derby pie. I'll show you guys. Looks like a naughty chocolate chip cookie. Actually, I'll bring the phone over here so you guys can see it. It looks good. Oh my gosh, caramel, stay in the pie. Stay. Stay. Here, cinnamon plus. Have you saved me? Have you saved me by keeping that piece of pie up so that caramel doesn't fall out? Okay. Real quick. Kentucky Derby pie. There she blows. Oh yeah, I'm going to put it on top, but I was just bringing out another pie. I had other stuff I had to do. Okay, so I can do this one or two ways. I can, as a novice baker, do a lattice top and weave it around, and you guys will have your laugh at how bad it looks, and I don't really care. Or I can do a traditional top. Now, I think there's pros and cons to both. I truly do. Don't let me forget the egg wash, guys, I swear. I will blame my Thanksgiving failure completely on you. I'll just be like, it's their fault. Here. If I just get a little egg and a little fork and bring it over here. There we go. There we go. What's this? Do a streusel. No, I'm not doing a streusel. My body is broken, Elwyn. I'm like Theoden King laying on the fields of the Pelenar in front of Gondor right now. Like my entire body is falling apart. I've been in here since 5:30 in the morning. I'm so tired, and I feel like I'm mentally losing my mind. Now, I did think of doing a streusel top on like a pumpkin pie or something, but no. We're gonna go, but I'm not doing streusel. Guess what? If you want streusel, by all means, you make it. Look at that! And now everyone's happy. I will go with what I already prepared. Right? That's what I'm gonna do. I ain't sitting here about to do all this extra when I'm 3 ibuprofen in and I can hardly take a breath in. I'm in so much pain. You know what? Just, get some flour and some butter. Just, extend your time here with us. It's going to be great. You can't even breathe. You're in so much pain. You can't even figure out how to turn on a stand mixer. I mean, seriously? I'm cooking for 2. 12 hours in the kitchen. I know. I'm so done. Especially since I'm going to be in here all day tomorrow. At least I negotiated for my husband to go to the dump for me because this garbage, 'tis full. Here. I won't forget the egg wash. I put a little bit in here, but I love buttercrust. I love buttercrust. I will do a streusel topping. I froze one of my pie crusts, right? So I think for Christmas, I might do a huckleberry pie for my mother-in-law to taste it. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do a traditional pie top or a lattice, which, I'm not the best at, but oh, my shoulder. Who's going to stop me? Guys, no one cares about streusel but you. Hold on. Anyone in this house care about the streusel everyone in my chat's talking about? Anyone? Show of hands of anyone here that cares. Nope. Oh. What? Nope. Yep, nope. There's one person here and he don't care. Because he's going to eat that whole Kentucky Derby pie. And then I'm going to eat this pie. And he'll probably eat some of this pie. But that's what's going to happen. He lives. He's alive. Alive and staying away from the likes of you. I wish I wasn't dying. Of course I'm making turkey. That pie is too high for streusel. Yeah, I kind of feel like, I mean, guys. It would just crumble all over the entire oven. I'll do it with like a blueberry pie. That would, oh yeah, huckleberry. Ooh, a nice cherry pie. Ooh, it's ready. With some streusel on top of that. That'll be good. You guys said, oh, it'll be fine. It'll all fit in there. We're the chat. We're the chat on your Facebook. We wouldn't steer you wrong. Kentucky Derby pie is chocolate, bourbon, pecan, flour, sugar, and eggs. So named after the Kentucky Derby and coined in good old Louisville. Hey, Adrian, make a streusel. Well, I did show you one finished pie, but I don't know if I'm going to commit to waiting on here. Maybe I'll start my rolls. All I know is it's 6 o'clock, and I'm ready to get on that recliner. Like, my body is broken. It's broken. So, this says 25 minutes at the 400. Then I reduced it to 375. Make a little pie crust shield. And I bake it for 35 to 40 more minutes. So, no, I will not keep the stream on that long. But what I will do is take a picture and post it for y'all. You guys got to see from start to finish the Derby pie. But this takes too long. And frankly, I might fall asleep with my mouth open on that recliner like this. I never watched the Macy's Day Parade. Ever. I never watch it. I was in New York in January and it was just so pathetic and sad what's happened to that city. I used to live there. Say what you want, but 2003, 2004, after Giuliani cleaned up that city as a young model in a mini skirt running around with a book, I was quite safe. I would ride the subway all hours of the night, fine. There was a cop on every corner. Every corner. Safest city in the world. Truly felt that way. Like, you couldn't do nothing wrong in New York. And nothing wrong was going to happen to you. And if it did, you had a cop on you like flies on poop. Like, it was great. Like, full disclosure, I felt so safe. When I went there in January, I was terrified for my life. I told my husband, I'm not going out of the hotel. This is insanity. This city is like Mad Max. How anyone here can be like, this is, I mean, we both lived there, right? He lived there a few years after I did. And I lived there for a few years, 2003, 4 to almost 2005. And man, what happened to it? I used to love New York. It's so sad. It's so dangerous. And just everywhere smells like weed. And look, you smoke weed, that's fine. But it smells like ran over skunk everywhere. Everyone looks shady. There's no cops. Like, I was terrified. I was like, am I going to get mugged? I never felt that way. You can feel that way about New York all day. Statistics prove I'm right. When you're there, when it's that safe and you take a break and you come back, I could not believe what people allowed to happen to that city. It is heartbreaking. That city should be our shining beacon, and it is a pile of manure now. And for some reason, just because people were raised there, they like defend it. I'm from Chi-Town. It's a pile of manure. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta be honest with you. Chi-Town could be so amazing, but the crime, I mean, it's unbelievable what people will excuse. It's sad. It's sad, but yeah, I didn't feel safe, and I was sad because I was kind of excited to go there, and I mean, the difference a few years had made, because I didn't just, live there. For many years, I was kind of a bi-coastal worker. Like, I would work in New York, and I'd work in LA, and go back and forth, and, peep shows and hookers. Well, that was cleaned up by the time I got there. I heard about it, but I feel like it's just turning into that again. But maybe not, now that, everyone's on OnlyFans. Maybe there's not a demand for that anymore. But yeah, I wish it would go back to the way it used to be. Like, safe. Safe with cops everywhere. Because when you have that many people and, you don't keep an eye on them, like, it just gets crazy. All right. OnlyFans, right? No, I've never made that. Detroit has its problems too. I don't know of any city that's really doing particularly well as of late. It seems to be like a festering pool of homelessness and drugs. Like, we have some real problems, but it's super depressing. I don't even want to think about what happened in New York. I would rather just make pie. How about that? All I know is when I visited there, I had all these plans of wanting to go to all my old stomping grounds, and I chose to stay in my hotel. It's like, okay. Guess I'm staying in my hotel. I'm going to eat some of this raw dough. I can smell the butter. It's permeating in my face. Do you guys know what that's like? To smell that? It's kind of like if you take a break from something and then you go back. It just smells like poop and farts, and everyone's like, it's great here. And you're like, actually, like, you don't smell that? You don't smell the poop and farts? And everyone's like, no, we've been here as it accumulated, so we don't notice anymore. Guys, trust me. Hello, greetings from Texas. Hello. Trust me, it smells a lot like poop and farts now. It's really bad. It's really, really bad. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. So, I feel like that's not long enough. So let's go with this guy. All right. So 1. There we go. 2, 3. Now, I'm pretty sure I fold up to evens, right? Right? I think so. I think I fold up the evens. Here we go. It's hard with how piled up this is. Evens and then odds. There we go. Odd. Just so you guys remember, I'm a novice, so don't judge me too harshly here. I'm pretty sure it's evens and odds. Okay. So, evens. Looks pretty good for an idiot. I mean, we all know this is me doing this. Heating pads. Yes, yes, yes. It sounds great. All right, so odd. And then we lay that down, and then odd. And lay that down, and then odd. And then we lay that down, and oh my goodness, guys, I think I kind of did it. That's not so bad. I do feel like I need to put this piece here. There we go. Just a little bit more. Keep that in. Okay. Now, I'm going to eat this crust. Let's cut off some of this. There we go. Boop. Anything that might be particularly too long for the roll. Okay. Put this on the pot. I mean, guys, straight up, it's just butter. A little late. 6:14, yeah. It's actually way later than what I wanted to be streaming on here, but sometimes crap happens. At least I got one pie done. And then the next thing I'm going to do as soon as I let you guys go is brine my turkey. And then after I brine my turkey, I'm going to go straight over, wash my face, put on my pajamas, sit on that recliner, put my feet up, and go, oh. There we go. Now, this one I'm not going to flute. The other one I fluted. Maybe this one I shall crimp. I definitely have to get a cookie sheet with some parchment paper underneath it because this might spill over. You know what I mean? Okay. And look at what comes with this. Oh, what could that be? Oh, thanks, guys. It's going to bubble. Well, yeah, because that's why you got to put it on a cookie sheet. And then I got to paint it up with some egg wash, or wash, as my grandma would say. Cute. I like that you could poke your pie crust at the bottom with this. You can also crimp it a little bit, which is kind of fun. Definitely going to put sugar all over the top of this. Yeah, this is going to bubble everywhere. That's not too many apples. That's what you people said. Pile it up. Pile it up. That's what you guys said. Would you say, my goodness, you're so petite? I am very tiny. I have tiny little wrists and stuff. When people meet me, that's usually the number one thing they'll say. Is they're like, oh my gosh, look at your little wrists. I'm like, yeah. I mean, that's skim milk. I guess I'll do a little heavy cream with it because skim milk kind of sucks. There we go. For a pie. Dang it, I didn't get the new basting brushes, did I? No, I didn't. It's okay, I got these old ones. I want the silicone ones that I'm selling in my store. I want them. Guys, we did it. You're petite. I'm tiny. I'm, is it 34, 28, 38? So I'm a spoon. My top is tiny. My bottom's bigger. Yeah, I think they call that a spoon. Okay. So, parchment paper. Oh. Poor shoulder. Ooh. Guys, your girl will be hurting. Okay. And then we put this here. I'll follow this later. Alright. Got some egg wash. And some sugar. This is fun, isn't it? We're done, guys. We did it. We did it. Now I gotta remember to protect this crust if it gets too crazy in there. Hopefully this is the best damn caramel apple pie anyone's ever eaten. Meaning me and my husband. We're the only ones here eating a pie that could probably feed a whole family, but, you know. Put streusel on it. It's better with streusel. Like, it wouldn't even contain these apples. Like, the whole thing would be falling all over the pie thing. It'd be actually a little funny. Okay. Now some sugar. Little sugar never hurt nobody. Oh my gosh. I got a lattice pie again. This is my second one doing lattice work. So they'll get prettier over time, I promise. Alright, and I think it was the first 25 minutes. Let me put my little thing away. 25 minutes. Alright. Then I reduce the temperature. Oh, before I put it in. Take a peek. Take a gander. I contained all the apples. I did it. Alright, put that bad boy. Oh! It won't even fit. I have to move my rack. You have to be kidding me. That is how big this damn pie is. A monster. really want to take this out of the oven, but it's hot, and I don't know where to put it until I get this pie in. So, let's see if my back can handle picking this up with one arm. It's going to be terrible. Lord help me. Lord save me, Jesus. Oh yeah. I probably could have used my husband about 75 times tonight. Instead, I just seriously injured myself. Isn't that great? Stay at home, they said. Your kitchen won't hurt you, they said. Those are Pampered Chef oven mitts. They're great. Here's all my little scraps. I know I'm gross eating buttercup crust. Whatever. Salted caramel apple pie, baby. It's gonna be great. I'm so stoked. I'm so glad you guys joined me in making pies. It was fun. So, the link to shop is pinned below. I will post pictures of both pies so we can feel like a family unit and you can admire my pies. Guys, I really, truly hope you have the most amazing Thanksgiving ever. Many of you I know quite well and have been around forever and a day. And I just want to tell you how grateful I am for you. Many years ago, when I decided I needed to get out of Hollywood, I remember looking at my husband and telling him, like, I've wasted my life. I have no skills. None. I'm like, the only thing I know how to do and do well is be a waitress. That's it. I don't have life skills outside of that. And I was like, what am I going to do? And then here I am, and I got to sell Pampered Chef and replace everything in my kitchen that I needed. Because you guys are like, hey, I'll shop with this chick. Do you know how amazing that is? I'm so grateful to you. I don't know, man. It's unbelievable to me that you guys are so supportive and awesome to me. So when it comes to Thanksgiving, things I'm thankful for outside of your normal, my health, my husband, my home and my family, my pets, and all my friends. But I would have to say my little internet crew too. And even those of you who don't like me, who are watching, so you can try to post and tell everyone, you know, what an awful human I am. I'm grateful for you too. Because if it wasn't for you, life would be so easy. I wouldn't appreciate the really, 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 really good people that I have in mind. So with the ugly comes the beauty, right? So thank you guys. Thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out with me. And I really hope tomorrow that you wear your elastic band pants and you celebrate what this country is all about. Winning and eating. We came, we saw, we conquered. Think about pilgrims. Everyone likes to vilify them. Think about how terrified they were to come to a new place. They had never been here. There's no farmlands. Nothing's tilled. Nothing's easy. The people that do live here, they don't want you around, you know? Like that was a terrifying boat trip that there's a high likelihood you wouldn't even live. Now, I'm not related to anybody that originally came here. I have a friend who's, you know, related to the original, like, Mayflower ancestors, which I think is pretty cool. My family on my father's side were Irish slaves brought here to slave, and my family on my mother's side came here in 1918 from Italy, and then many of them signed up for World War II to fight to prove that they were American and no longer Italian. They didn't want to be Italian. They came to the New World to be American. So when Mussolini rose, they wanted everyone to know in America where their allegiances lied. And it lied here in this wonderful country where we have free speech, where we get to eat, where we have running water, where we have power, where we have it so good, so blessed every day, all the time, that our children feel oppressed. Think about that. There are countries with no running water. None. No grocery stores. No electricity. And we forget that because we live in the land of milk and honey. But I don't forget it. I know where I live. Land of milk and honey, baby. And tomorrow we say our many thanks, but that's one of them for me. I'm so grateful to live where I live. I'm so grateful that even though my ancestry is lowly slave losers, some might say, they were able to breed and breed until there was me. And now I'm here. Of all places I could be on earth, I get to be here. So I am grateful for all the men who waged war in every continent on earth, from Alexander the Great, Napoleon, the Ottoman Empire, like you name it. If it wasn't for all of this, I mean, heck, Genghis Khan, isn't it like 4% of the Asian population is related to him? Think about that. Due to his pillaging, if you know what I mean. Thank you for the 250 stars, Ellison. I appreciate it. And your name is such a really unique way to spell it. But life is good and life is bad. And there can be good and bad and bad and good. But I'm so grateful I am here. And I'm thankful for all of you. Thanks for coming. And I will see you guys on Black Friday here on this page. Link to shop is below. 25% off everything if you shop this party, and that includes Black Friday deals. Load up for Christmas. Give a bunch of spatulas and some stockings, and I will upload the pies.